Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Tuesday, March 21st, 2023. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. I did my final podcast for the Annapolis Film Festival yesterday, and I spoke with Joanna Gleason about her film, The Grotto, which looks like it'd be a good one. Also learned that she is Monty Hall's daughter. How cool is that? Now, those of a certain age will know exactly who Monty Hall is, but I thought it was pretty damn cool. All right, make sure you look for the bonus pod today, and we do have some news, so let's get into it, shall we? The Anne Arundel County Police are looking for an Hispanic man who fired 2 shots at a couple at an Annapolis gas station. On Saturday, the couple filled their car and the male passenger went inside to pay. The female driver was approached by an Hispanic male and 2 others that were driving a white van. He approached her and asked if she was using the pump. Another of them got out and was staring at her, and a third made an obscene gesture. The male returned to the car, confronted the 3 when the original suspect pulled a gun and fired 2 shots. They sped off and no one was injured. The victims immediately reported it to the Annapolis police, but since it actually happened in the county, they were to handle it. Now they are looking for an Hispanic male believed to be 17 to 20 years old, thin build, dark-colored baseball cap and pants, white t-shirt, and white athletic shoes. Anyone with information should call the Anne Arundel County Police at 410-222-4700. And following up on a story from yesterday about the teen who was shot in Glen Burnie, we don't know a whole lot as the victim has not been able to provide any substantive information, but the police believe that the shooting happened after an unknown altercation occurred between at least 2 suspects and the victim. If you live in Crownsville or Davidsonville in the area of Crownsville Road, and you see a huge police presence, including canines and helicopters and everything else on Wednesday afternoon at about 3 p.m. and continuing until the evening, just know that I am not a psychic. I'm not predicting this. This is going to be police training, and they want everyone to know that there is no public safety concern. Again, this is Wednesday afternoon from about 3 p.m. into the evening, and it will be held in an area off of Crownsville Road. I'm sorry, but there's some weird stuff coming out of the governor's office. Last week, there was an official statement about the death of one of his neighbors in Baltimore, and yesterday he issued a statement on the 60th anniversary of the Supreme Court decision on Gideon versus Wainwright. Now, this decision is the one that said that a defendant has the right to an attorney in a criminal case even if they couldn't afford one. I mean, I guess he's able to make whatever statements he wants, but it just seems a bit random to me. I don't know, maybe I missed a memo somewhere. AMFM, or Annapolis Musicians Fund for Musicians, has $6,000 that they're looking to give away from their David Glazer Education Fund. If you are a local nonprofit that offers a summer program serving underserved youth and has a musical component to it, you can apply. You want to head to amfm.org and look for the David Glazer Education Grant link. With the Annapolis Film Festival rolling into town on Thursday, and be sure to check out all the bonus pods that we've done, I got a survey sent to me by Japan-101.com who determined that the movie genres in America, which ones we're most obsessed with. Way in the lead is horror. About half as many are obsessed with animated, and then moving down the list, comedy, superhero, sci-fi, action, romance, war, documentaries, and crime. My guess is that this is a survey of the younger crowd. But as the Film Fest here in Annapolis comes into town, you want to head to AnnapolisFilmFestival.org and get your passes, and I think there are still some available, or individual tickets to the films. There is a great slate this year, and you can check out all the movies that are available right on their website, AnnapolisFilmFestival.org. Wow, this kind of surprised me. Yesterday, we sent out an email broadcast about the Maryland Wing Festival, which is happening on April 1st at the county fairgrounds, and the first 50 who clicked on a link scored a free ticket. Was pretty surprised to see that they were all gone in less than 2 hours. But I should have more, so you keep your ears and eyes open. And today is Ticket Tuesday. If you're interested in a pair of very sweet seats to see any of these shows at Ram's Head on Stage, get in touch with me and I may just have a pair for you. Dust Bowl Revival, which is an all-ages matinee on March 25th. Ricky Rachtman of MTV fame on March 29th. And that's going to be a spoken word show, so it really should be very interesting. Or I do have two to see Sophie B. Hawkins on March 30th. We were going to speak with her, but our schedules just didn't mesh. And you do want to check out all the other shows at ramsheadonstage.com that are coming up. I just saw they released yesterday Jefferson Starship, Allie Venable, who's an awesome blues guitarist. I saw her at the final Chesapeake Bay Blues Fest, Al Stewart, and another AMFM in the vein of show. This time it's going to be Chuck Berry. As always, a huge thank you to the greatest partners ever at Ram's Head on Stage for always hooking us up. Okay, that's a wrap. But first, a quick thank you to you for listening and sharing and letting all your friends and colleagues know about us, and to our sponsors for the Daily News Brief, Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Solar Energy Services, Hospice of the Chesapeake, and the Maryland Higher Education Commission. So now you need to hang tight because we have George Young from DCMDVA Weather standing by with your only locally forecast weather report. All that coming up in just a bit.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Have you been looking for ways to save money recently? Maybe you should consider solar energy for your home. Or are you waiting for the technology to get cheaper? If so, how long are you going to wait? Today's solar costs less than 20% of what it cost 10 years ago. But while solar prices have declined every year, so have the financial incentives. Bottom line, if you wait for cheaper solar, you're also waiting for lower incentives. Take my home, for example. My solar system was installed in 2010, and it's been paid off for almost 5 years, and I no longer have to buy any electricity for another 15 to 20 years. If I waited for cheaper solar, I'd still be paying an electric bill. At Solar Energy Services, we have thousands of satisfied customers who are sure glad they didn't wait. So what are you waiting for? Sunshine's a wasted. Call us today for a free solar design at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Tuesday, March 21st. Another cold start this morning for the Annapolis region, but temps will warm back up to above average levels today, and they will stay there above average for this time of year all the way through the weekend. Look for mixed skies today with PM highs near 60 degrees, with more of the same tomorrow with slightly breezy winds out of the south, ahead of a much warmer day Thursday, with highs in the 70s along with a chance of some PM showers with rain then likely Friday, with highs back in the low or mid-60s for PM highs. As for the weekend, more showers are expected Saturday, with sunshine likely on Sunday, with highs around 60 degrees each day. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe. And don't forget, follow DCMDVA Weather on Facebook and Twitter for regular updates each day, along with the website at dcmdvaweather.info. And be sure to download the DCMDVA Weather app on all of your devices from either the Apple or Google App Stores, so you can always stay weather informed.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
Did you get close to completing your college degree but dropped out during the COVID pandemic? Well, as a near completer, you may be eligible to receive money from the Maryland Higher Education Commission to finish your degree. Again, if you started your degree but for whatever reason never finished it, the Maryland Higher Education Commission has money to help you return to college and finish what you started. Go to mhec.maryland.gov and click on the Near Completer grant to learn more.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues. This is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.